Okay, I did accumulate a couple more VOTC figures, Vintage Original Trilogy Collection, just like I've had in some of my older videos. I have a special custom figure I wanted to show you, and I wanted to show you what he originally looks like. This is the Han Stormtrooper. It's from the Legacy Collection, which came out here just recently, like within the last year. He has the he's got his blaster and the helmet just like he did in the movies. You can see he's got a neat picture of him on there. And the same figure was reproduced on a vintage card. This looks like the card, the same type of formatting they used for the Star Wars figures from 1979, including the back. I mean, it looks amazing. If any of you remember, any of you Star Wars collectors that remember the vintage packaging, they got this dead on. The only difference is, if you look closely here, see the blue character with the white boots? That's Snaggletooth from Star Wars, from the Cantina scene from Episode 4. That's the wrong figure, but it's a variation figure that Kenner produced for a while there, and then it was replaced by a more accurate, shorter red Snaggletooth character. All the other figures look accurate. I'll go ahead and open him up. I'll open up the other figure here in a moment to show you what he looks like loose, because I'm going to open up this guy anyways. I also got Princess Leia in her Hoth outfit from Empire Strikes Back, and Luke Skywalker in his Bespin fatigues from The Empire Strikes Back, and these are going to stay carded. Also bought another vintage-looking Biker Scout, and I've already opened him once because but I'm going to open him up, and here's the original. I'm still got him carded, so he's going to stay carded. But I wanted to get one opened and everything, so I'll go ahead and give me a second here to open these guys up, and I'll show you what they look like as loose figures. Okay, this is the Han Stormtrooper loose. It's the same figure as the one that's in this custom card. This particular card here was made by a toy collector who also makes other cards like this. His username on eBay is Steel Dragon 1972. I will see if I can print a link of a store over at eBay, either on this video or on the description of this video. So if you'd like to check him out, you can go ahead and see what other figures he has. I did find a vintage Jawa figure that he's got. There's a variation that's selling for about the same price as this one. This cost $37 with shipping included, and the Jawa one is $35 right now. I checked on the original of the Jawa. It's basically a vintage Jawa from 1978 with a reproduction plastic cape, the older style that could crack and everything over time, and it's on a reproduction card. And since it's going for $35, it's a pretty good deal since it's reproduction. It looks authentic. As you can see, this looks really authentic too. This one has never been produced as a true vintage. This figure never came out in 1978 or back in the 80s at all. You know, there's been a few other variations of these in the Power of the Force 2 in the 90s, but that's kind of the first time this ever came out. So this is a kind of a first of its kind. The Jawa figure, I actually looked it up, and it's selling for $5,000. So one of them in somebody's collection will probably be worth between $2,000 and $3,000 as an estimated value. The only issue I have with this figure, other than the blue Snaggletooth, is if you look at the Stormtrooper helmet, it's a little loose in there. See, it wiggles a bit, but it isn't going anywhere. It's just the bubble's a little bit bigger than the helmet is. The helmet's a little bit rougher looking than the one that's on the loose figure that I have here. You can see really clean looking. Hope you can see that okay. So I'll pop the helmet off here, and you can see it's Han underneath. There you go. There's Han. He looks really detailed. They did a good job. It looks just like Harrison Ford. More so in this one than any of the others. I've seen others that look kind of like Bill Pullman from Spaceballs. This is the Biker Scout, the packaging, and then I got the original carded, and I've got this guy. This is the loose one. Both of these are very articulated. Let's just face it, this is a common trait for these figures anymore. You can see he's got the elbows bend, the wrists bend, the feet bend, the knees bend, the head tilts up and down and turns around, and the waist bends, and there's super good detailing on this figure. This is probably one of the best Biker Scout figures I've seen. But I know there's some newer ones in the Saga Legends collection that are about this detailed too. That's what they're based on. Well, I was really impressed with these two, or especially with the Han Solo figure. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. This one is a bit of a shorter one. I haven't got any newer ones yet, but apparently, from what I know, Zuckuss from The Empire Strikes Back still should be available as a VOTC figure like you see here, but from The Empire Strikes Back. And from Return of the Jedi collection, I've seen Wicket the Ewok, a Gamorrean Guard, and Klaatu, which is one of Jabba's aliens, Jabba the Hutt, as VOTC figures, but I don't think they've come out yet. I haven't seen them in the store. I saw pictures of one on one of the collection store websites, so I'm going to wait and see. And when I do get them, I'll go ahead and collect as many as I can, and I'll make another video showcasing them, show you what they look like. This is Wario7793, and thanks for watching all these. I'm going to go ahead and put these loose figures in with all my other loose ones. I've got probably 400 or 500 loose ones. I'd like to display them sometime, but these carded ones really mean a lot to me since they look just like the original vintage, but they've got the newer figures. So you got the best of both worlds. And thank you very much for watching. Bye.